Hello, everybody. Yeah, my hair, it's a little crazy, but this ring light, oh, pretty sweet, right? It's so dark in here. And ever since I got the ring light, I can make videos at night and it's awesome. So there's like a little phone stand that goes in the ring light. Cannot use it because then I go blind. So I'm on my regular phone stand, ring light off to the side. Here we go. Originally, I was going to do this live. My internet's been a little shoddy. I was going to do this live because we're doing a new series called Manifestation Mondays, and it's going to be a live series. It's going to be all about your questions about money, manifestation in general, and also a lot of my own stories. I've been studying law of attraction, self-development, manifestation for over a decade, and I just have so many amazing stories, manifestations, just so many different things that I love to share with you guys. So we're going to be doing those on Mondays. In the comment section, I want to know, what do you want to learn about? What do you want to hear about? Whether it has to do with my story, questions about money and manifestation in general, whatever it is, leave it in the comments. So originally we were going to do this on Monday. It's now Thursday. So I figured, let's not make this part of Manifestation Monday. Let's just do a regular IGTV. It will still be awesome. It will still be awesome. And then on Monday, we're going to start for real. So I received a question this week about manifesting money and the lottery. And I know a lot of you know, one of my first biggest manifestations came from a Lotto scratch-off ticket. Now, this was almost 10 years ago. And I was doing an experiment to manifest X thing in 48 hours. It didn't necessarily have to do with money. I decided I wanted to manifest $500 in 48 hours. Okay. So what I did was, and I have a few videos about this, I'll probably link them below. What I did was, for the first 24 hours, I wrote in my journal. I am so happy and grateful now that I acquired, or I manifested, $500 in 48 hours. And then again, for the first 24 hours, I was visualizing it. I was visualizing $500. I visualized myself receiving a $500 check. I visualized myself being rained on by five $100 bills. I kept visualizing $500, but I wasn't thinking about the how. I wasn't so deep into law of attraction at that point that I didn't entirely know what the how really meant. So for me, it was a fun experiment. It was just a fun experiment. Let's see if this thing works. Okay. So the first 24 hours, I was thinking about it heavily, thinking about it, visualizing it, journaled about it. That's it. The next 24 hours, I literally forgot about the experiment. I forgot about it. I completely forgot about it. I was working at the time. I think I was doing secretarial work for my friend's construction business. And I wasn't in drastic need of money. I believe I was still pretty much reliant on my parents. But I wasn't really in full freedom mode at that time. So money wasn't something that I needed so bad. There was no bad negative energy surrounding money. There was no resistance really when it came to thinking about money. So I literally forgot about the experiment. I had other stuff going on. So at the end of the 48 hours, I had come off the parkway from my boss's house, coming back to my house. And I think what it was is I either left my laptop or my iPad at his house. So I had to go back on the parkway to get it. And he only lived maybe one or two exits down. So I went back on the parkway. I got the laptop. I actually think it was my iPad. Let's just call it an iPad. I got my iPad. I get back on the highway. And then when I get off the highway, something nudged me to go to the gas station, which was right at the corner, right off the highway. Something just nudged me. I kind of sort of needed gas. It could have waited. I'm always last minute. If you know anything about me, I do everything last minute. But like something was nudging me. So I'm like, okay, let me get gas. I went inside and I paid for the gas in cash, and then something nudged me to get a Lotto scratch off. I actually got 2 of them. And at this point in time, I really wasn't the type of person to buy Lotto scratch off tickets. I never played the Mega Millions. Growing up, my mom would always get like $2 tickets here and there, but this is not something I really did. But something said, just get those 2 tickets right there. Like, I don't know, it was number 9 and 12, let's say. I'm just making that up. So I got the 2 tickets. I got my gas. I drove home. I scratched the tickets off. And I think I have the photos in the iCloud, and I really got to drag them out one day. The first one, I believe, was $450 on 1 ticket. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? I never buy Lotto tickets, and I got $450 on 1 ticket. Okay, and then the second one was $50. So whatever it was, I don't know if those are the exact denominations, but whatever it was, it added up to $500 on 2 scratch-off tickets. Then I kind of backtracked. I'm like, oh my gosh, my experiment. I manifested $500 in 48 hours. Again, this was over 10 years ago. This solidified my belief in the law of attraction. This solidified my belief in the power of the mind. And ever since then, I was hooked. I always go back to that experiment in my mind every time that I feel like I am falling off, every time that I feel like, oh, maybe this stuff doesn't work, which at this point, I know it does, like, solidly. But yeah, that was my story. And so many of you have heard that story. The point of the story, though, is not that I manifested money using the lottery. I did not have the Lotto in my mind, in my brain at all whatsoever. All I was thinking about was $500 in 48 hours. That's it. $500 in 48 hours. So it's... People will ask me a lot, and I got the question again this week. Do you recommend using the lottery to manifest money? No, I don't. So number one, more people are hit by lightning each year than win the Lotto. Think about that for a second. Think about that. So yes, we can be, do, and have whatever we desire. Yes, if we put our minds to it, we can absolutely create whatever we desire. But when you think about statistics, like the fact that more people are hit by lightning each year than win the Lotto, you're already of the belief that it is very hard to win Lotto. Okay? That is a belief that's already solidified in your brain. Just the sheer probability. That's number one. But what I know. The most important thing here, and this is what I want you to take away from all of this, you cannot put all of your eggs in one basket. And what does that mean? That means you need to leave the how up to the universe. When you are trying to manifest something, money, let's stick with money. When you're trying to manifest money, you can't say, well, the only way that I'm really going to get an extra $100 this week is if I get a bonus on my paycheck, or, oh, well, the only way I'm going to get an extra XYZ is if, my mom comes to town and she gives me and the kids money. No, that's the how. You are literally putting your eggs in one basket. That is the how. The how is the universe's job. Your job is to stay in a high vibe zone. Your job is to visualize having the money. Not how you got the money, but having the money already. Your job is to visualize your future self and be your future self. Become your future self. The you that already has that $500, let's say. They're not thinking about how they're going to get the $500. They're not thinking about, a check has to randomly come in the mail, or, it must be the Lotto, or, I don't know, my parents are going to have to deposit it into my bank account. The you that already has that money is not thinking about how you're going to get the money. You already have it. So when you act as your future self, when you're acting as if the self that already has the money, you're not thinking about the how. You're just being in that high vibe state where you already have this thing, money specifically. So the reason why that experiment worked so well for me, one of my first experiments, is because I did completely forget about it. Within the next 24 hours, I forgot that I even was doing this experiment. I forgot about it. So my future self probably wasn't thinking about when is the $500 going to get here? How is the $500 going to get here? She wasn't even thinking about the $500. And then it appeared. And I was aligned with it because I was happy. I was doing other things that made me happy. I was in a high vibe state, so it was making me happy. So the point of this is, number one, like I said, it's really freaking hard to win the lotto, okay? The probability is insane. I would never recommend it. But number two is, when you try to manifest things using the lotto or using a specific path, you're not leaving the how up to the universe. You're forcing it. And you can't put your eggs in one basket, all your eggs in one basket. You need to leave things open-ended. You don't know how something's going to manifest. Sometimes maybe it's not money, right? Okay, I want to manifest $10,000 so that I could put a down payment on a new car or buy a new car. Maybe the universe brings that to you in such a way that it's not $10,000 cash. Maybe the universe brings it to you in such a way that you win a new car or someone gifts you a brand new car. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like you need to keep things open in your mind. And when you start to focus on the how, things will start to unravel and you're going to drive yourself insane. Leave the how up to the universe. I actually have notes. The last few times I did this, I had notes. All right, point number one, first of all, when you try to manifest money using the lotto, you're putting yourself into a box. Okay, you're not leaving it up to the universe. The how is up to the universe. Okay, your job, your only job is to declare what you want. Declare your intention. I intend to manifest X amount of dollars. I intend to become debt-free by April. I intend to manifest my dream home, whatever it may be. Now, start to become the version of yourself who has the dream home. Start to become the version of yourself that has X amount of dollars. Start to become the version of yourself that is debt-free and live in that happy, high vibe state. Just do things that make you happy and feel good and don't think about the how. Because when you think about the how, it will drag you down. When it comes to money, sometimes it's hard because we need money, right? A lot of us get into manifestation and the law of attraction because we need money. Our lives are going to shit. Everything is going downhill, and that is okay. It's actually a beautiful thing, and that's why I'm smiling right now, because when shit hits the fan, that's when we discover this beautiful thing called self-development and manifestation. And when you really, really, really need something like money, it could be hard to manifest it because you need it, and you're thinking about it. When is it going to get here? How is it going to get here? So you're just playing in the vibration. You're in that energy of why isn't it here yet? When is it going to get here? Therefore, pushing it further and further away. You need to be in the energy of the you that already has this thing. So my best suggestion is to just simply forget about the intention. Write down your intention. I am so happy and grateful now that I have X amount of dollars, let's say. Okay, visualize it. Visualize it. Feel really, really happy when you do. Visualize it. You can write it down again. First 24 hours, that's what you do. And then you forget about it. How do you forget about it? Go on to the next thing. Either do high vibe activities that you love, right? Work out, hiking, play with the kids, play with the dog, or put your mind on another manifestation. Something that, just put your mind on something else. The universe has heard your prayer. The universe knows what you want. That's another very big component to all of this. You need to believe. Universe knows what you want. Universe has heard your prayer, and universe has, no matter what. I could write down a sentence that I am so happy and grateful now that I have an Audi. All right, that's my next car. I could write it down once, completely forget that I wrote it down, and then years and years down the line, guess what? It will show up. Universe always hears your prayer. You need to believe that. You need to believe in your ability. You need to just believe in all of these things, period. So when it feels like it's becoming a little too hard, when you feel like you're in that needy energy and you can't stop thinking about the how, the why, the when, am I deserving of this? And we'll get into deserving and all of that during different live streams. Well, this isn't a live stream, but different IGTVs, because that's another component. You got to put your mind on something else, and put your mind on something that makes you happy. Put your mind on something that lifts you up, and forget about it. Simply forget about it. The universe has heard your prayer. It will come to you. Trust and believe. It will come to you. Okay. Oh, this was another thing. The majority of big lotto winners, they will go bankrupt, or at least lose the most of their winnings in a very short amount of time. We all know this is fact. If you don't know, just Google it. Why? It's because their mindset is not their mindset is not cultivated in such a way that they believe that they can have this money. They have been living their whole entire lives not having money, or struggling to pay the bills, not living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing where the money is going to come from next. They haven't changed their mindset. So now they have this big windfall of money, right? But the mindset hasn't changed. Therefore, the money kind of just disappears. It just keeps getting spent and spent down and spent down and spent down and spent down. You need to cultivate a strong money mindset before really diving deep into this. And actually, I am going to make that a point for next week. Strong money mindset. Okay? But as far as going back, as far as the lottery goes, no, I do not recommend it. I do not recommend trying to manifest money using the lotto. The reason why I was able to manifest that $500 in 48 hours using the lotto is because I received inspired action from the universe. I got that nudge from the universe. It is so important that you listen to your intuition. It is so important to go silent. Get a little quiet, even if it's for a few minutes a day, even if it's like a big question that you might have. Get a little quiet, go inside, and just see where it takes you. We're always living life on autopilot. We got to get quiet. Listen to your intuition. You'd be surprised. You would absolutely be surprised. So no, I don't recommend lotto. I don't recommend forcing it in any sort of way. I just would say, when you're trying to manifest money, when you're trying to manifest anything else, that's it. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a brand new Audi. I'm not going to think about how the Audi is going to get here. I'm just going to know and trust universe will send me the inspired action and the steps that I need to take in order to get there. Leave the how up to the universe, okay? I want to know what you want to know. So in the comments below, I want to know every single little thing you want to know about money manifestation, self-development, self-love. We're going to be doing Manifestation Mondays every Monday. I will be going live during the week either way, but Manifestation Mondays is just carved out specifically for you, your questions, and also my own stories. So let me know in the comments below. You can always DM me. I love you guys. I have been feeling so crazy inspired this week. And I have so much going on. I can't wait to share it with you guys this week. I love you all. I have the best community ever. Yeah, that's it. I keep looking at my notes, but like I write them down, but I never actually use them. I kind of use them. I sort of use them. Bye, guys. I love you.